Hello and welcome to Win It In Your channel. Today we are talking on inner emotionality, frequencies, timelines, and conscious awakening. So, our notes. Our frequency is our awakening, and everything on earth emits its own signature frequency. The world's frequencies, the clamor, and the noise are loud enough as a unified noise as well as individually. They all vibrate from a home state, reminding us, calling us back to our own vibrational song. At the clamor, people are afraid and angry, and in doing so, they are mistaking adrenaline reaction to it all as truth. And worse is that they see and experience outside in the 3D, the external world, they mistake as their own truth. But the noise is not their truth, because their truth remains and lies within their own being. So everything under the right pressure fractures. And the real truth is we are the center of our own vibration. The world isn't asking us to react. It's beckoning its utmost truthful plea to us to return to our center and remember our own inner frequency. Without our own inner frequency signature, we get tuned into everyone else and everything else and their vibration, their song, and their reality. We get sucked in like a vortex to other people's worlds and their narratives of life and our life at that. So what we need is warrior discipline to feel the emotionality of our own being without collapsing into the world or under our own pressure, the weight of our own truth that needs to be released into the world. The same as a mechanic diagnoses the vehicle's alignment, the motor, the computer system for errors. We too need only to take inventory, run testing, and determine where we can recalibrate and perform better within as a human being. We need to stay mentally awake, which takes a significant amount of body energy. Almost 200 megahertz of energy to maintain high consciousness, this Christ mind, this higher mind, this enlightened mind. So the third eye and higher takes a lot of energy, body energy, in order to activate and maintain. When we don't run or function at performance standard, it's more difficult to stay mentally attuned and alert when trying to operate as a human being in day-to-day life, let alone what we have to do for others. So our four systems: our mental system, our spiritual system and its needs, the physical system and its needs, the emotional vibrational system and its needs, the outer 3D system will always hijack our inner nervous system if we are unprepared, under-disciplined, and performing on near or actual empty energy supply. The key here is that staying human as we know it, civilized as we know it, means we must always need be in abundance or surplus of proper energy, high functioning energy, a proper flow without blockage, to keep our nervous system clear and free of obstructive operations. Reactivity is an obstruction. Anger and base emotions are obstructions to our nervous system, as well as to others. Alternatively, peace, meditation, nature walks, deep breathing, and innumerable other positive frequency activities and actions are optimization for the nervous system, our inner computer, which is our staple. In order to operate, we need a healthy inner computer system, nervous system. Every time we choose a behavior, an action, or a state within emotional intelligence over emotional stagnation, violence, or base emotions and low frequencies, we instantly shift energetic fields into higher frequency. We go from base chakra energies, ground level, normal, what the world considers normal, to higher optimal functioning, the higher chakras of energetic frequency. And we instantly shift energetic fields into higher frequency of our own being, and as well as our own being within the world, what we can now access and attract back. Like attracts like. The difference between us and gurus and the wealthy, and us and master or doctorate recipients, and us and peaceful people, is just purely choice. It's what frequency, providing activity or behavior, are we choosing? That's the question. What are we choosing? We may not have $1 million, but if we have $20 extra and give a hungry person a meal, we are choosing to operate in wealth and abundance frequencies, and therefore our frequency matches that of actual billionaires or millionaires or second-class wealthy people. If we read a sophisticated nonfiction book, our brain intelligence becomes a match to doctors, masters, students, the learned and high degree individuals. If we meditate intentionally and long enough to be in a flow state, we maintain that high energy to match gurus, monks, religious, trained spiritualists in every frequency. Every culture has their own. We can match all of them by doing these things. If we choose peaceful actions over base ones like gossip, violent movies, or situations, we match the peace frequency of the world, as peace is universal. If we breathe before reactive speaking, we change our frequency timeline. Instead of having gone another mile down negativity road to nowhere, we are now a mile into peaceful road toward our higher vibrational self we are seeking to embody. What we choose to think, feel, see, or do, we amplify. Instead of amplifying the status quo chaos frequencies of the world, we can amplify and magnify our own inner life, our own choices, and the changes that we are making and want to make. Again, it's choice. So we must always ask ourselves before deciding, before our decisions, is this out of fear or is this out of clarity? Fear loops in the brain. It loops like a circular spiral, out of control. It loops the neurons, and clarity, mental clarity, getting clear and precise and exact and detailed on what it is we need, want, or are doing, whatever the situation. Clarity recalibrates and heals as it interrupts old timelines and opens new ones. It opens new neurological plasticity timelines and opportunities and thought wave patterns into our life. This planet is starving right now for emotionally regulated and mature humans. It has too many on autopilot, reactive animal brain operations. So staying soft, regulated, and staying human would be staying regulated in our nervous system. And as such, you become a stability on Earth to those needing to see a true direction to go. Everybody's looking for a sign, an answer, and they need role models and guides and people to lead. And that would be inwardly. So we had generations of forefathers and mothers who braved the unknown challenges to conquer Earth and discover every last thing upon it. But we are the chosen generation to forego all of that and go where the masses have failed and feared to go, which is within self, to conquer and inventorize and alchemize, and then unleash the healed, completed, highest frequencies upon mankind, humankind, womankind, and peoplekind. Our opened heart is the tuning fork. Our open mind is a portal to higher and better timelines. This is how we help awaken other sleeping souls. Not through force, not through lecturing, not through punishment, but pure, good, higher vibration frequency, and demonstrating it in front of them, before them. Do we like rude awakening mornings after sleep? No. We usually sink and gradually enter into the calm that surrounds without us, and then we open up from our sleep. The same is with other sleeping souls. They cannot be bombarded or instructed how to awake. We just offer a calm, safe solitude for them to join into, and they naturally awaken. By seeing it, by being exposed to it, or surrounded by the presence of others who are awake, who are higher frequency. Others will arise to meet the field we hold. That is our only duty, to dig deep within, find it, find our frequency, find our calling, find who we are, find our optimization, make that beautiful song out of the frequency. Art, spoken word, written word, actions, demonstrations. And with that, others will awaken to us who are meant to wake up. They will awaken to us who are awake, and they will join us in our frequencies. And then we can partake of the good, the higher living, the called, the chosen living on earth that God calls us to enter into, this promised land.